I can see there is no shortage of you showing up early, any one of you. I'm gonna be brutally honest, I don't even have my drawing tablet plugged in, nor do I have any sort of music hooked up. You guys are gonna have to give me a few. Oh my gosh. I just now looked at the chat. Yeah, I'm back. I'm finally back. I got a voice now, so I can yap on for a lot longer. I may still have to mute the mic every so often, because I still kind of got like a cough going, but I don't know how or why. I still do, but I at least am alive. That's all that matters. Um, I should. Oh, hold on. My being freaked out. Also, if you guys hear stuff like rattling around in the background. Wait, hold on. I think OBS froze for a second. Yes, it did. Hold on. Oh, my whole computer did. Okay. That's fun. Oh. We gotta wait for a second, cause this is absolute madness. I gotta wait for a few for my drawing tablet to connect without freaking out. And now 2 of the 3 screens I got are completely blacked out and don't want to work. And this, kids, is why we turn our drawing tablets off before we unplug them. Oh my gosh, my computer is not happy. Okay, wait. Wait, this is fine, computer. No. No! Hold on. Gosh, dang it. I swear, it literally just booted my computer up, and now today it's chosen violence. Okay, that's perfect, computer. No! Oh my gosh. Okay, I occasionally see chat popping up, and I can't read it because my computer. Let me see. I'm gonna minimize that just to be safe. Wait. No. And I'm gonna minimize that. I said minimize. Oh my gosh. Please. Okay, I'm going to completely just move that. Okay, what if I unplug it as a whole? That might have worked, and then I might have to reset it. Yeah, absolutely. If you guys gotta go to sleep, do not stay up and watch my streams. Seriously, they all go up, their VODs. I don't edit them or anything like that, so if anything happens, it'll be recorded. Okay, I think my computer's fixed now. Anyways, let me go through the chat really quick. What do you mean? Roasted potatoes and what? What? I don't eat beans and potatoes together. I don't think there's ever been a time I have. 9 times out of 10, I usually separate them. No, okay, I gotta ask you guys. This is... Oh no. What is that? Oh, that's the multi-chat error. Okay. So let me go ahead and do this. Because apparently there are issues with it. So let me go ahead and figure out what's wrong. Anyways, yeah, I know that's one of the reasons you join in. Also, hi to everyone. I forgot to even tell you guys hello before I started the stream. I am currently going through and am trying to get my drawing tablet connected because my computer apparently is throwing a fit. Anyways, you guys have no idea how happy I actually am to be streaming again. Like, seriously, I know a lot of people say that, but I know a lot of people don't actually mean that as a thing. I gotta reset all my multi-chat stuff. Dang it. Oh well. At least it's not that hard though. Okay, we're gonna completely make a new one then. Because I guess the connection for that one timed out. Anyways, like, no, seriously though, before I get sidetracked for too long, you guys have like no idea how much I missed you guys. Like, seriously, I absolutely miss streaming. Last week, I had every intention to do an entire stream, and, um, I don't know what happened. I ended up getting like really, really sick out of nowhere. At first, like at the beginning of last week, I had like a little bit of a sore throat, and I'm like, huh, the I have a little bit of a sore throat. Maybe it's just allergies or something, or maybe it's from like the wood or the plants outside my house because they have been in full bloom. So I was like, well, maybe it's them because almost everyone in my family when they were growing up had some sort of allergy to the bushes. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's that. Tuesday came and it didn't get any better, and by the end of the night, I had like a really stuffy nose, and I'm like, well, maybe it's just allergies. I mean, the weather's been off. Maybe it's been all over the map, so maybe it's that. No, no. Wednesday, I woke up and lost my voice completely. Thursday, it was no better. Friday, it was worse. It finally started getting better Saturday, and yeah. Now here we are, literally a week later. I still have like a lingering cough, but you guys can actually hear me. Yeah, all my stuff all my stuff should be on YouTube. Although YouTube is an absolute butt on days, and half the time it decides, yeah, no, we're not gonna connect to the we're not gonna connect to it. So half the time the streams don't even go up. I have to manually post the VODs. Moral of the story, though, I actually want, or am actually happy I get to stream again. Hey, no, don't give the newer viewers any ideas, okay? I've already barked enough. I've already barked enough. At least for wait, have I? I don't think I have the last few times. I don't think I have. I don't remember. You know what? I'm not even gonna check. I'm not even going to do anything. No. No. I'm going to oh crud. I'm not even gonna give anyone ideas. I know there's new people from the last stream, and I know that half of you save up your breadcrumbs. My your weekly allowance of breadcrumbs. I know you guys save that up purposely. Yeah, I know half of you go to torture me. That's why I have the thing set so high. Although they were supposed to be half price this whole month, and I think I forgot. So, June, I'm probably going to make them like dirt cheap. Which is probably going to be a terrible idea. I know. I never have a good idea. You guys are going to find this out quickly. Really quick before I decide to go on a whole other thing, let me make a new thing for the multi-chat because I have people over on YouTube trying to message, and then I have people over on oh man, I forgot. I gotta crop out the background color. No. Okay. I say that like it's really hard, but I just don't want to try and figure that out again because I don't effective filters. It's chroma key. Um I don't. Can I? Wait, no. I gotta do select color. It's gotta be like a gray. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, hold on. Add source. Let's see if the multi-chat thing will work now. No, what does it say though? Hold on. Okay. No, it don't tell me anything. Wait, what? I honestly don't know. I've never played both, like either of those. Like, I know about them, but I've never actually played them myself, so. There's a lot of games, though, I have not played. Yeah, honestly, there are so many games I have never played before. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting to do. I have Discord up in the background. I'm like, huh, I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. Yes, I am. I'm forgetting to share the stream. Because I know half the people on there also did not get the stream. Let's see if today, if I go to share it, if it's going to just share my channel or not. Oh, oops. No, it sent the whole channel. Gosh dang it. One of these days I'll figure out what the problem is with it. Okay, there we go. I'm going to give my computer a minute before I try and set my drawing tablet up again. Yeah, honestly though, in the way of like games, I've actually never played like a lot of like most games people have played at this point. I've never played. What is the Resident Evil? That I know a lot of people talk about, and I know like a lot of the characters from there. I could not tell you a single thing one about the game. Yeah, there's a lot of games where I'm like, yeah, I know what that character is. I could not tell you what they're like or anything like that, but I could tell you their name and what game they're from. I, it, being an artist, if I see fun design, I'm like, oh, what is that? I learn the character's name, so if I ever want to draw him in the future again, then I have that like mentally filed away, but I never play the games. What's another? There's so many like bigger named games that used to be out and around that I have never actually played. Like what I have on my computer right now are the current games that I played on stream or are in the middle of playing. Beyond that, I have not played a lot of different games. I just looked down at my mic and you can hear my dog snoring again, but I honestly don't know. I know Hollow Knight just came out and I know like a bunch of people have been like spam playing it, but I have honestly not looked into it ever. Let me see. Or wait, no, I'm in the wrong thing search. Oh my gosh. There's I have 3 tabs open. How do I open the wrong thing to find a search? Let me check on here. No, what? I know it's on here. Why doesn't it show up for... I don't get a whole lot of games to show up. When I went to go search up Left 4 Dead on Steam, I know for a fact that Steam has it. Steam did not get rid of that. I know for a fact it does. And for some reason on my Steam, I had to physically go through a Google search to get to the Steam search for it, to get it pulled up in the store, and then I had to go disable the setting temporarily to even remotely let me get it. Yeah, I like I said, I have like no idea about it at all. Oh, what? Okay, I could see having maybe like 30 or 50 hours on some games because a lot of games out there do take that long. And if you're a trophy hunter, okay, which unfortunately on some games, if I get hooked enough, I do become a trophy hunter. Um, I got berry. The it, hold on, saying it sounds odd. Okay, the multi chat just does not want to work like at all. So I gotta go figure out how to fix it later. But for now, the thing I'm talking about, I'll switch over to the blue or like my green screen. This is a game I was talking about. It, it sounds like it. No, this game is Berry is the name of it. But this is like the only game I have ever been a trophy hunter in on anything. I've tried to be on Obey Me, and nobody told me this when I started the whole thing. Nobody told me when I started the whole little like mission I was doing with that. Nobody told me that the objectives and stuff just continue to reset like every 100 or something like that. But I can see having like 50 hours or like that, like having 72 hours, but 100? Like I could see having under 100, but 100+ hours on a game. Unless it, okay, maybe it sounds worse. Maybe that sounds worse than it is. I have to add so many new games to my wish list for stuff because I have like no new games. I, what? What? Okay, okay, I gotta ask. I gotta ask. I know with a couple of you, the 100 hours, 200 hours, things like that are broken up over time periods and things like that. I am. Please tell me it's not like more than 2 or 3 hours at a time. I. I don't think. I think the only game I have remotely come close to having any sort of like I don't even know at this point. I was like, oh no, I got a game. No, I think the only game I came close to having any sort of time like that was Mario Kart. And half the time it's been me and my family playing it for a couple hours at a time. So it's not even like it's just me. Okay, that makes it better. But that's still a lot of time. The fact I got that, I should not be able to understand that. Of all games that I have, I know are like huge, that used to be around, I think they still are. That is one of the few games. Oh my gosh. I swear. Okay, well, on a different note, before I'm gonna fall down a rabbit hole of games and stuff. Um, oh no, I just thought of one and I can't remember it now. Dang it. Okay, well, back to what I was originally gonna say. Before I fall down like a super super deep rabbit hole of different games and stuff I haven't played, um, I'm going to give a small heads up. So, if you guys hear, I'm just going to show you. If you hear like this stuff rattling around or like the bags and stuff on my desk, I promise you, it's nothing bad. Um, there is a convention this weekend that I am going to, and I am trying to make up a bunch of buttons because I like handing them out to people I take pictures with. And I apparently decided, hey, you know what would be great? Since I'm doing a Hatalia cosplay, what if I did all of the little like cat versions of them? So I have, what is it? It's all the alloys, so it's 5 of them. It's the Axis, so it's 3. And then I have, what are the other ones? There's the Nordics, and then it's other like, I want to say friends to the or not allies, friends to the Axis. I was gonna do a bunch more, but oh my gosh, if I did any more, seriously, I don't think I would have enough lanyard for all that. Wait, wait. It shows me on my feed that you actually did redeem it. It does not show me in the actual chat feed. What is this black magic? You, not even YouTube, it's Twitch. What is this black magic? Why? Okay, I also have to swap over to the green screen too because I'm gonna get ready and draw. Um, I say that as if my drawing tablet is going to work with me. I don't know if it is or not. Um, I'm just gonna draw silly little doodles and stuff tonight. Um, let me go on here. Is it gonna work? Okay. Okay. It did work. Oh my gosh, my computer didn't break. Also, oof. I'm gonna get as close to the mic as possible every single time for that. Twitch. D- my Twitch peeps. You guys are wonderful. You're absolutely amazing. Why every time I go and I bark does the viewership spike by like 3 or 4? You guys got something you're not telling me? Anyways, we're just gonna truck on and keep on doing whatever. I'm gonna pretend like okay, I know I say wolf. I know I bark. I know I bark for random different things that you guys redeem. I'm not gonna full on dog bark. I you know, I don't even think I should set that as a goal either, be it monetary or follower goal, because I know if I do, you guys probably would actually get enough people to follow. I don't even know how many or who followed me even. I'm up to 53 on Twitch. I'm already to the next like mini follower goal thing. I have like 2 more to go and then I've hit it. Also for the cosplay thing, I did see that. I got sidetracked again. Um I honestly don't know. I I know I've seen cosplays for the one. I don't remember seeing any for the other. I either way, I think both of them would be cool. Okay, I know I gotta wear my glasses half the time when it gets dark out. This isn't funny. How do I drop a pair of scissors on the floor and lose them? They're like a giant pair of scissors. Okay, I think. Yeah, I know, but half the time I can't see like half the stuff. If it falls on my floor, it's just like it's gone. It falls in a void, and it's just. There's no more finding it. I gotta check one more thing just so I know my stuff is gonna stay running. But then after that, I'm gonna start drawing. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me do this, and then I will actually flip over to the like camera thing and show you guys the little model. Like my VTuber glasses are actually based on the ones I have. I don't you. I don't ever usually wear mine. Like I'm supposed to wear them if I'm on like my computer or something, or if I get headaches and things. I'm gonna be honest, I think I gotta start wearing them a lot more because now when I'm at like work and things like that, I I've explained it before, but I work with like the mailing stuff. So whenever I read like the numbers for the things, um, they always get swapped around. Like for some reason, I always read threes as like eights and stuff. I'm not dyslexic. I just have a very, very hard time reading the packaging. And it doesn't help that the labels that they print out for the companies and stuff are such like poor quality. So 9 times out of 10 the codes and stuff on the packages are pretty much worn down from being shipped. So then I gotta sit there and play a guessing game when I can't see half the time. But I'll switch over. Or I'll show it really quick, but let me check this one thing really quick. Alright, from my phone, it still reads as everything. It still reads as everything's going. Why did my brain just up and decide to stop working? Okay. Anyways, so I will show you guys really quick. Let me see. Where is it? I always gotta mess around with the thing on OBS because it never pulls this stuff up for me. Okay, let's see. Also, how do you guys like the lighting? I got the little tape lights I set up specifically so I could stream and have my model work. I finally found a cord that reaches my outlet, so yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I do this. I think I just do this because I don't know, for like Twitch. The people over on YouTube knows that I have my cosplay stuff out. You guys know what I look like, but I guess for new viewers. Anyways, those they're the actual glasses I wear. I tried getting it as close to it as possible, but what? Oh my gosh. Why do they look like they're giant bulky glasses? They're a lot thinner than what they are with what they show up on camera. Hold up. Okay, yeah. They look a lot thinner when I wear them, but I don't know. They're weird. It Moral of the story though, I don't ever usually wear them. I probably should be wearing them now because I'm gonna be drawing, but yeah, they're. I don't even. I don't even remember how or why I picked these ones out specifically. They're like, oh yeah, you should, or you gotta pick out frames that you're gonna like to wear and things like that. When I went, because those are the first ones, and I've had them for. I don't even remember how long. I've had them for like a while now. Um, More or less, so they're like, yeah, you gotta pick out frames that you're gonna like. Um, I was like, okay. Again, I've only been to the place like once, I guess. and I found those pair, and I for some reason was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't see any others I like. And now for some reason they look so weird on me. I don't like how they look on me. And I think it's because half the time when I wear them to like work and stuff, the people I work with usually are like, "Well, you look really nice when you wear them. You look a lot better than you do without them." I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or an insult. Either way, I don't like wearing them while I'm at work. So half the time when I come home, I'm like, yeah, I didn't wear them all day, but it's kind of like a pain to wear them now. So now I just more or less wear them whenever I get like really bad headaches. Let me switch this back over really quick. Just because now that I've moved out of the like screen or whatever my camera, I gotta reset this. Okay, there we go. Now I think it should blink right. Hopefully. And now I gotta check all this stuff again. Or the stuff for the chat because I was not paying attention. I will eventually wear them. I will probably show them off on stream at some point, but for the time being, I don't want to show them off with me wearing them because half of me is like, well, they look nice. I look nice when I wear them. And then the other half of me is like, no. 9 times out of 10, if people say that, they're just saying that to be nice because you look like a nerd. I don't know why that's what my brain goes to, but it does. So, I don't usually wear them, but one of these days I will show them off. I will show them off with me wearing them. Probably soon, because I plan on doing, like a hand cam stream here pretty soon again. I know you guys are, but there's a lot of people that are, and they usually say that just to be nice. Also, what? Oh, it's just when I look off to the side, like the little eye thing with my model gets all messed up. Okay, I have been like yapping on for way too long. So let me go ahead and pull up. Do I want to continue a project or not? I got way too many. Like way too many. I've gone through and erased a bunch of these. I probably should delete them, but yeah, I'll probably start something new, honestly. New. I'll go with that. You know, it's funny you are asking for a Danganronpa stream because I'm not even gonna lie. I have wanted to stream that game for a while, and I was like, no, I don't think anybody would be into it. And if anybody is, it's probably like older fans. So it's funny you actually bring that up because that has been on my to do list for like streaming ideas for like the longest time, and I've just been sitting on it going, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, you know what I should try and doodle? I should try and draw up a bunch of like my characters. Um, I know not like OCs. Well, okay, they're partially OCs, but they're partially for like my own um like my own personal project, if that makes sense. I think I've explained the thing to you guys. I've explained Botanical After Party, yeah? That's like what I named it. I just gotta remember what they look like. I've not drawn my own characters in so long. I usually draw like little I draw like little random doodles of One Piece characters and stuff. Either that or what are the other things I've drawn a lot of as of late? I don't remember, but I've drawn like random little doodles of One Piece characters and things like that. I Thankfully I have my references pulled up on this side or where I can get my references. Let me see. I'm just gonna draw most of the stuff I'm drawing now is probably gonna be like quick little doodles. Let me see. Okay. I hate Pinterest. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate Pinterest on days. Okay, so I come on here a lot of the times because in the way for like artists, the references they have are amazing. If you want like cute little ideas, I have like a whole folder of random little base ideas I can use for keychains and things like that. I had it for like my emotes and stuff, things like that, okay? I said, you know what? I have Pinterest pulled up anyways for all my references, like my art references for drawing hands, just like head reference, things like that. I have all my stuff up. I'm just gonna use it really quick. I'm gonna show you guys, okay? So I searched up Tashigi, okay? Uh, that's a weird outfit for her. I don't think I've ever seen her wear that. That's not Tashigi. Why would you put him on here? Do you know how diabolical that is? He has almost like a similar set of his hair in that picture. Like it's set up in a bun and everything. Like that's diabolical. If you had someone that didn't know what they were looking for. I do gotta find a quick reference though that I could use. Cause a lot of them are good, but a lot of them wait. Oh, the chat just now update. Okay, maybe I gotta have the thing up. Okay, what am I missing on? Alright, there we. I swear, OBS is having issues. Maybe I gotta update it. Because the Twitch chat thing is a lot further ahead than the one for like OBS. I do know what you mean by Super Meat Boy. I did see that. Uh. Wait, what do you mean you hit the jackpot? What? Okay, let's try a different one. Let's try a different search for it. Wait, wrong pencil altogether. No. No. Wait, is that the right one? I can't even tell. Let me see. Oh, that's why it looks odd. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Where is the reference? The whole thing reloaded and now it's, oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna just pick one and go with the best judgment I have. Oh, wait, no. I gotta fix that. Actually, no, I gotta leave it for a second. Okay, let's see. What? How am I gonna pose her? I got it. I'm gonna fix it. I promise I'm gonna fix it. It's just a rough sketch outline for now. No, I don't want white. I swear, I gotta figure out how to disable the button on here. I like how you can tell when I lock it. Also, I don't have music going. I didn't even think about it, but honestly, the only two things that I usually play is the Obey Me, uh, what is it? The Obey Me home screen music or the music from Security Breach, the daycare theme. Oh, that's just to help me figure out where they're gonna land. I'm just kind of like roughing out where all that stuff sets for now. That's not where it's gonna end up though. Okay, I think I got a good reference here. I just want to like double triple check I make the hair right. Oh my god. Sometimes I love the references people have or like the recommendations um Pinterest has for like if you click on an image or something. Oh my gosh. It Pinterest is not my friend tonight. It is not my friend at all. Okay, let's see. One, we gotta search this back up again. Okay, now I got numerous references up. If any of them are good, I don't know. I'm going to find this out the hard way, though. Oh, wait. Oop. Okay, let's see. Do we want short hair, long hair? Because I think regardless, the front of the hair's kind of the same. I think so. Hold on. Let's see. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Yeah, the front of the hair is the same either way, so I could do short or long hair here. I hate the meme pictures that they put with it too. Gosh dang it. I just want references. Okay, I think I'm gonna just stop with what I got. You know what? I think I'm gonna try and attempt the hair both ways and see how I like it, and if I don't like it either way, um then I'm going to just go ahead and or yeah, if I go I don't know, just whichever one I think looks better. So I'm gonna do that. And then a lot of it hangs down too. Yeah, a lot of it just hangs down. Okay. So there's that one. Or there's short hair. Which the short hair is not that much further off, honestly. Mm, I don't know. I kind of mess with both of them. I gotta figure out which one I like more, though. I don't know. Let me see if I add on to either one of them, if anything changes. Mm, I'm thinking I like the longer hair one. Just for what I've added onto. I'm gonna say that though, but I think this one's the winner. I'm sure you guys could probably hear my dog in the background. Okay. I don't need to. If I don't need my desk again. Yeah, speaking of him, oh my gosh, do you know how much fur is actually on corgis? There is so much. Don't get me wrong, I love my son so much. I'm gonna call him my son because he more or less acts like it. I swear, I have never met a dog that acts more like me. Yeah, honestly, it was pretty close to that. For one little dog, I had to sit here and brush on him for like an hour straight, and he had a mountain of fur about the size of him, and he still had fur coming off. I don't even know how, like, I don't even know how he ended up acting like me. Like, I understand he's around me more because I bring him in my room to go to bed and stuff, but he, I didn't even pick him. Like, I got him as a gift. I didn't even pick him. When my family went to go get him, there, I forgot what was wrong, but he more or less was off in the corner by himself, and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, that's the one she's gonna want. That's the one for her." And now he is. If you were to ever make me like turn into a dog, you wouldn't have to. You would just have to babysit my dog for a few hours, and he got him. He's very sassy. He knows what he likes when it comes to his snacks and things like that. He I can't even say I sleep a lot because there's a lot of times I don't really sleep a whole lot. Like I will refuse to sleep just because I'm trying to get stuff done. but in the way of like knowing what he wants, being like really really intelligent and stuff with the things he likes, it, it he's me. Plus, it doesn't help half of you guys are under the idea that I personally give my dog Dr. Pepper, like a can of Dr. Pepper or something, which I don't. He just thinks that every time I drink that now, it's for him because I accidentally spilled one can one time. Let's see, what was I? Oh, those are the glasses. Okay, okay. That looks a little too long if I do that though. I don't drop my dog in a pool of Dr. Pepper. I swear I don't. Let's see. Maybe move this one in a bit more. Okay, I think they're about even. Oops. Oh, geez. Okay, I was locking in a little too much. I forgot to look back up at chat. Hi. I have, I, I don't know what to say. I've been yapping and drawing. There's not been much going on. I'm attempting to draw Tashigi right now. Well, it was supposed to be a doodle, and now I think I'm just gonna full-fledged make it a drawing. I don't know why, but I it was supposed to just be a little like 5 minute doodle, and now I've locked in and decided to do full drawing of it. One of these days I'll remember to label my layers. I don't think it's gonna be today though. Wait, no. Okay, wait, no, that's not to zoom in. I wonder if I kind of went. It kind of did that more and moved the hand up a bit. But I think that would be doing too much. So for now, I'm gonna do that just so I can kind of get like a feel for the hand. And this is where my wonderful references I have off to the side come in handy. If I can remember where I put them. Oh, there they are. Okay, let's see. Where are the hand references? I have so many hand tutorials saved, it's not even funny. Wait, the Roaring Night? What is that? Hold on, let me look it up. Oh. Oh, that's who this. Okay. I've seen this before and I was like, huh. I don't know what that is. Okay. I I seriously need to play Delta. I have not played that yet and I probably should. Yeah, that would be fun to play it with someone else. Does this have what I need? No, it does not. Dang it. Okay, this one did though. So I got... No. I think I probably could have shaped that differently, but not bad for me not ever rarely drawing hands. Like, ever. I swear, when people say, oh, the human hands are like the hardest thing to draw, I need to. I swear I need to do like a deep dive into my school work for. You know what? Hold on. Let me see if I. No, I don't think I'd be able to. I have the thing on speed dial so I can re-enter like the old lessons and stuff if I have to get back into resources and things like that because they left it open like that when I finished school. Um I swear there is this one picture I drew. I don't even know what I was on because at the time I drew this, I had no intentions of actually ever like drawing it and coloring it in and making it detailed and stuff. Somehow, middle school me decided, you know it'd be a fun thing? What if I drew a pair of hands holding a wine glass? For a middle schooler, it was detailed. Like, really, really detailed. In the way of how I colored it and everything. I wish I could have used different colors. And I wish I could be able to more or less make, like, the line art for it so I could color it now. Because I swear, I am like a crow when it comes to art supplies. I hoard them. It's I can't even say a crow. It's more like a raven. Just like I have a bad habit of hoarding art supplies. So I have like 10,000 colored pencils, 10,000 pens, 10,000 markers and paint pens and highlighters and things like that. Like I have so many art supplies and the bad part is I know how to use like all of them. Every single one of the supplies I hoard, I know how to use them, and 9 times out of 10, if I need something, I usually am able to grab one of them and fake it with just that. Honestly, I do. But moral of the story, I don't know what middle school me was on. She was on something else because drawing hands, it, I honestly swap back and forth between digital art and traditional art so much. I like digital art because I can kind of just scribble over the top of my sketches and stuff, and it looks nice. With traditional art, it makes it easier for me to kind of just be like, no, I kind of gotta do this in one go, and I gotta be happy with it, whether it looks good or not. So it kind of helps me, like, scribble faster, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's weird to explain. It helps me improve with this, doing the traditional art. But I don't know. One of these days, I'm gonna. If I don't die before I cringe to death, I'm gonna dive back into the giant tote I have saved of all my sketchbooks and just doodles and stuff I did on homework and things. Because I saved all of those. But I'm gonna find that picture and I'm going to show it off on stream one of these days because seriously, for what I was doing in middle school, I it I don't know. A lot of the things I did when it came to art was so different. It just out of the clear blue. I had a wild hair and decided, yeah, today I feel like drawing realistic hands. And I did. And I think for like a good month I worked on it. And for some reason looking back on it, it was probably the worst thing I could have put in the front of my binder because it probably made it seem like the people in my home life were drunks and stuff. They weren't. My parents, my siblings, no one in my life ever really drank, so it was probably a terrible thing to have a pair of hands holding a filled wine glass. But at the time, it I was like, no, this is some Picasso stuff. This has to be front and center on my binder. To this day, though, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even think I could draw hands like that again if I wanted to. I'm just sketching these up. This is probably the extent of what I'm gonna be able to do with these. Yeah, the difference though between like what people probably thought with that and the people that do drink with like you and things, there's a huge difference. It it's not a middle schooler carrying a thing with a picture of hands holding a wine glass. I don't even remember where I got the reference from either. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pick something random and that's what I'm going with. I can't I can't even say it's tragic. I just is it's tragic cuz I didn't realize at the time, but it's not tragic because I thought it was the greatest thing ever and decided to display it. So that's on me. And this is where I decide um maybe I should. You know what? I'm gonna close my window for a second because it's starting to get kind of windy. I'm not even gonna lie. I am kind of concerned because it does sound like people in my backyard, but no one's back there. I promise you, no one's back there. That sounds very suspicious, but like I know no one's back there. It's just I don't know. I don't like when I have my window open half the time because I've told you guys my house is haunted. I'm concerned it's stuff like that. It probably can't leave the house. It's probably stuck in our house, truth be known. But I'm not risking it. I'm gonna close my window really quick. So it's I'm gonna mute the mic because it's probably gonna be loud. It's an older window and I struggle closing it. So give me just a second. Okay, I've closed my window. I can't close my blinds. I'm okay. You guys know I am like 5'7", 5'8". That is how tall I am, okay? I'm taking my little camera down and I'm going to shine it up and try and show you guys. I think I've shown them on stream before. I don't know. You guys get 2 IRL cams in real life. Anyways, up there, my little dinosaurs. I got tired of setting them up on my bed because I got a whole mountain of plush. I tried to set all my plush up on my bed, but I got tired of moving them around. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them a home up on my thing. And every time I go to open and close my curtains, they decide that they're going to fall. And they usually hit me in the face every single time. So I think I'm going to have to just survive with my curtains open. The window's closed, but yeah. I don't want to get a smackdown put on me by dinosaur plush. I really don't. So I think my window's staying like that for the night so I can avoid getting beat up by plushies again. Wait, no, why did that? You would think of all the time that I have put into Clip Studio, I would have figured out how to change the layers. Apparently the wind's really bad. Jeez. I'm sure it's probably picking up on the mic. Anyways, what I was saying though is you would think that with all the time I have in on Clip Studio, I'd figure out how to change the layers by now, but I haven't. I know this is kind of off a little bit. I'll fix it here in a minute. Um, oh yeah, I have one more like announcement thing I'm gonna make at the end of the stream. Which honestly, I may start getting to that point here pretty soon. I know I've yapped a lot today, and I know I'm probably gonna be yapping a lot tomorrow too, because tomorrow is the last day before the con. Um, I am going to though make one more announcement before the end of the stream, so just hold out for that, and then I promise you guys I won't be all over the map anymore. Okay, I think I got everything sketched out to what it was gonna be. No, I don't like how that looks. I'll just kind of do that. There, I think that looks better. Okay. Let me do this. Okay, and then I'll start another sketch. I'm actually gonna clean one up. Anyways, I'm gonna save this, and then I'll go grab the other sketch or whatever. Or I may end it here. It depends on how long this takes me. So, I'm gonna put this out now. I'm actually gonna get off here when I'm done streaming, and I'm going to post the official video. And I never, and I mean ever, ask you guys for help with anything, but I am genuinely asking you guys for help, whether it's on Tumblr, whether it's on Reddit, YouTube, whatever, wherever you can. I would appreciate you guys helping me kind of spread this project out and getting the word out there. I'm going to be putting it out on as many platforms as I'm actually part of and things like that. Will it actually stay and will it actually go? I don't honestly know. I hope it would, but again, I don't know how any of the platform algorithms work. So I don't know how well it's going to reach. Anyways, one of the fun project ideas I have, I actually put in the Discord server. So if you guys are in my Discord server, you probably have seen this already, and you probably have a generalized idea. I'm just gonna kind of describe it in detail better, because what I was typing out, I was kind of limited on. Discord limits what you can actually write. So I'm gonna kind of go on a little bit of a thing here. Long story short, so you guys know I like going through and I like reading through the stories and stuff for Obey Me, Tokyo Debunker, things like that. And I've recently gone into Twisted Wonderland. Probably not the game I should be getting into, but oh well. I'm falling down that rabbit hole because it's been around for a while, and I was like, I think I should when it first came out, and I am regretting not because now I'm severely behind. Anyways, so basically the idea that I had with the things was I wanted to try and get like a group of voice actors and stuff together. Now, do they all have to be professional? No, they do not, because the project ideas that I have in mind, I want to kind of like incorporate both beginner voice actors, pros, things like that, like everyone. So, the idea that I have is I want to kind of get everyone involved. And for like, I'll use Tokyo Debunker because this is probably the better example to use. So, for each chapter in the game, you kind of get put with a different house. So, like, Hotarubi is one. I'm probably butchering their names. I don't care. Sinastra is another chapter, like their own separate chapter. Frost Time's one of the others. So, I had this fun idea. I'm gonna get the basic voice actors for like the main characters, okay? Like the in game characters. Those are not gonna change. Regardless of whatever I do, those are not gonna change. However, I have a really, really cool idea where for like each chapter, depending on what house you get put with, the main character, the MC changes. So if there's like beginners and they have characters they've made that belong to certain houses, they can do voice work for those houses for certain chapters and things like that. And I think it'd make it a lot easier to kind of get more stuff out too if there was something like that, because if you think about it, if you only have like the main like characters in the games and stuff going, you don't, a lot of the ones out there don't really have like an MC reading. Like there's one fandom group out there that has an MC that reads for one of the games, but they read it like a normal MC would. Like they don't put their own flair on it or things like that. So I think that would be a neat idea. Um, I did run it past people in Discord, and a lot of them, or a lot of you guys in the Discord server, seemed to like it, and a lot of you seemed like you had some feedback and stuff for it, which, by all means, if you guys gotta be brutally honest with me with things, please do. I would rather have honesty than try and jump knee deep in the middle of a project and it not turn out how I want it to. But, um, anyways, that is a whole little like rant thing that I have. Um, that being said, I am actually going to try and get stuff finished up early tonight so I can hurry up and finish the last few things I need to for my cosplay for the convention Saturday, which I don't think I've mentioned this yet. I know I mentioned I'm going to a convention this weekend, but if there's anyone watching either on YouTube or Twitch that is going to be in Denver this weekend, if you've got the time and you are wanting to take pictures with me or anything like that while I'm in cosplay, I am going to be at the Fan Expo in Denver this weekend. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm only going to be there Saturday because, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm going to have plans Sunday. I'm not going to say why exactly. If you guys know, please don't say anything. I I am I just don't say anything. But I am gonna have plans Sunday, so I'm not gonna be able to be around then, nor would I be able to go to the convention. But Saturday I'm gonna be there. So if you guys are gonna be in Denver, or if you're gonna be at Fan Expo, I'm going to be there. So yeah, and I'm also, the things I told you guys I have on my desk, I'm working on buttons because I hand them out every time I take pictures with people. I did it the year before last year, but because last year I got put in like the right direction, it I swear the wind is scaring me. I'm not even gonna lie. It knocked something really, really heavy over, and I don't even want to look out this window to see what it was. So I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear it. Just for the time being until I'm done with stream, and then I'm going to probably freak out. But anyways, I hand them out to like people when I take pictures with them. They're it's really, really windy here. I just had to close my window. I'm surprised that you guys can't hear it. But before I get sidetracked for like the umpteenth time, um, I didn't do that the year prior to last year because realistically, I tell myself, please, I don't want to talk to anyone. I was just very quiet and didn't want to do anything or do anything that would be like put me out there. I'm sure you guys probably noticed with like the progression of my Twitch clips and things like that too. I've gone from being like, "Oh yeah, hey guys, yeah, no, no, I'm doing good," to now like my clips I'm like super loud in and things like that. So you guys can tell when I actually started to get better. I'm not gonna specify how because that is still a private matter. It's something I still have a hard time actually like telling people about, but you can tell the moment I started getting better with stuff because that like around that time with like last year and stuff like that too, I was super like, you know what? No, I don't care if I'm put on blast. I don't care if people actually see me. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna actually be me and just do whatever. And that turned out a lot better than what I actually thought it was gonna. So that's why I had the things out now because that is something I wanted to do for like ever. And I finally am to the point I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I am perfectly content with doing this and it's fun to me. um Anyways, I wanted to draw a lot more than this, but I do not draw fast. I get set. Like, if I'm drawing by myself, then I lock in, like, super, super quick. I get stuff done now. Like, this probably would have taken me, like, 5-10 minutes, but if I'm drawing on stream, I'm probably not focusing on what I'm drawing. I'm focusing on chat and things like that. Um, are you okay? I swear my dog makes he makes sounds that concern me at times. You're ornery on days, I swear. I thought he ended up getting sick. He did not. He made a weird noise. He and walked off like nothing was wrong. Anyways, um yeah, I even if I wanted to keep going, I probably should end this because it is severely windy. And I do. Usually the mic never picks it up, and I'm sure it probably started to when my window was open, which is concerning because, like I said, it usually never picks the wind up. It might pick up like the birds outside my window and stuff because they have a nest right outside of it, but that's about it. Like, you can't hear anything else usually. It has to be super loud for it to pick up, but yeah, I don't know what else no, gosh dang it, I had something else important I was going to say this stream too. I cannot remember to save my life. I'm sure I will put it out on Discord, but I don't remember. I or no, I do remember. I do remember. Okay, it's an actual scheduling thing. So, as a heads up, because I genuinely forgot when I originally made like the little scheduling thing I put out on Discord. Um, just because I forgot that the convention is actually this weekend and not the weekend after, I planned stuff out for tomorrow night. I may need to postpone that to Saturday instead. Because honestly, I would be more than happy with coming home Saturday after the convention and kind of just yapping and stuff because I already have it set up to be like a laid back stream where I just sit and talk with you guys and things like that. So I wouldn't mind doing that Saturday after the convention and stuff, especially too. My friend is actually out of town this weekend. Um, for his sake, I'm not actually gonna say his name on stream because he has asked me numerous times, please do not play games with me on stream. Please do not mention my name, like anything. So I'm going to just leave it at my friend. Um, my friend has asked me while I am at the convention to record some videos for him, or basically record a video for him and scope out some stuff that he was looking for. So I am gonna be doing that, but honestly, I am not doing much of anything this convention because there's not a whole lot of meetups, and you guys know I'm gonna be a Italian nerd the entire time I'm doing my cosplay. So I'm gonna just be vibing. I'm just gonna be enjoying life and just more or less existing, I guess, is the only thing. Like, that's the only thing I can think of to describe it because, I'm not gonna rush to go do stuff while I'm there because a lot of the stuff that I would have wanted to have done, I think has gotten held back till next year, or it's being pushed to be done at a separate convention. So this one, I pretty much just get to wander around and exist for like 10 seconds without actually having to be anywhere in specific this one. So like no meetups, no nothing like that unless there's people that want to take pictures with me and stuff. Outside of that, like there's pretty much nothing I am going to be doing. So I will probably postpone the stream that was supposed to be for tomorrow to Saturday. Um just purely because tomorrow I'm going to be helping my niece and nephew with their cosplay stuff cuz they got costumes and things for the convention too. So I'm going to try and help them, like I'm going to help my nephew style his wig and stuff, and then I'm going to try and see if my niece needs help with anything in specific or if she has like her outfit taken care of, which I think she does. But in case she doesn't, I'll try and help her too. It's mostly my nephew that I gotta help, and it's with wig styling, which I don't know a thing about, but I don't have the heart to tell him that, so I'm gonna try my best. Um, so yeah, more or less, tomorrow's gonna be Con Crunch, not necessarily for me, just for the people that are also gonna be going, so I gotta help them. Um, so yeah, plus I have other plans I am more or less prioritizing over this. Not as a bad thing, but like I guess it's stuff that I've had planned out, and I'm gonna do that if that makes sense. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to stream tomorrow or not. So if you guys do not hear from me tomorrow, you're going to Saturday for sure. I think though that was it. I think that genuinely was the last thing I was going to say. So, with that being said, I'm gonna just minimize that and exit out. And I'm going to go ahead and start ending the stream here. Like, start wrapping it up. For this being my first stream back, I gotta be honest, this went a lot better than what I thought it was going to. The only reason I say that is because the last time I got like horrendously sick and could not stream for a week which I'm still mad. I got sick during a 4-day weekend. Well, it was a 4-day weekend for me because I usually have Fridays off from work. So I had a 4-day weekend. And I am so mad because I could have streamed a lot more and my body was just like, yeah. Yeah, no, no, that's funny, but no. So, yeah. Um, I'm still mad about that, but honestly, I'm surprised that the stream did as good as it did because a lot of the times when I usually do streams where I am gone for like a week or so, usually when I come back, literally nobody joins the stream. So to actually come back and have a bunch of people actually be in them is kind of like mind blowing to me. So yeah. That being said, I am actually going to wrap it up because it's about to 2 hours, which not like it matters. I could go to 3 hours. I fixed my computer now so I can, but I'm gonna try and just end it at 2 hours for now because honestly, that's around when I usually end it. So, before I go on a whole other ramble or vent or things like that, I'm going to start out firstly by saying thank you guys so much for joining every single time I say this. Every single time. I know it sounds cheesy, but I seriously do mean it. Like, I'm just doing this for fun, and the fact that a lot of you guys just come along for the adventure is honestly, it's mind blowing. So, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Um, I will try and do a lot better of a job putting out the notifications and stuff so you guys can join sooner. I gotta get better at posting or joining the streams, or not joining the streams, running the stream sooner so a lot more of you can join and stuff. And then that way I can actually hold longer streams. But beyond that, I think this turned out to be a lot better of a stream. So, uh, I don't remember what my schedule for tomorrow is, but I'm sure I'll have it in the title somewhere. I would just keep an eye out. It's probably going to be some more laid back stuff this week because I feel like coming back in on the tail end with like a laid back stream from taking an entire week or whatever to get over being sick, I feel like that's a lot better. Um, I do usually try and stream at the same times every weekend, so on like Thursdays, if I stream in the afternoons, usually it's around like 11 or not 11, like 12:30 p.m. and or at like 11:20 p.m. Usually all my streams, though if they're later ones like this, I try and start them at 11:20 p.m. I don't know why 11:20 specifically, but that's just when I usually start them. It's for Mountain Standard Time. So, just for reference for where you are, it is currently 1:08 here in the morning, like 1:08 a.m. It's about, well, it's 1:09 now, but it's 1 in the morning here. So, if that helps you reference at all, I I hope it does. Usually I start a couple hours before this, so like 1 or 2 hours. Well, yeah, like about 2 hours or so. Yeah, that's odd. Most of my viewers are always like in time zones ahead of me, yet the friends that I have are an hour behind me. I. It, t- Time is a weird concept. So, just time and the time zones and stuff here are so weird. But yeah, I try and start them all around the same time. So hopefully with the next one, whether it's tomorrow or Saturday, it should be around like 11:20ish, 12. I say 12:20ish, but if it goes past like 11:30, 11:40 before I'm able to, then I probably won't stream. But more than likely it'll be around the same time. So, yeah. Um if I have anything else important that I forgot in here, I think I got everything. I think I figured it all out. So if there's not something I said in here and I remember later on, I probably will put that in the Discord server. But beyond that, I think that was pretty much everything. So I think probably now would be a good time to end stream. So again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. And I am looking forward to actually seeing you guys on either tomorrow night or Saturday. Yeah,